Hey guys, how's it going? I'm not going to faff around talking about the gameplay, and I'm just going to jump straight into commentary. Last video I was talking about how Call of Duty could benefit from Titanfall and its burn card system. You know, I do think that would work, but realistically, I can't see that happening. Maybe the developers could put their own tweak and make it their own and make it unique, but that remains to be seen. Who knows, we may be in for a whole new perk system in Advanced Warfare, but did the perk system really need the drastic changes that it has now? Perks were non-existent in Call of Duty 1, 2 and 3 and first become available in Call of Duty 4. Treyarch pretty much copied and pasted the perks into World at War, and then Infinity Ward added the pro version of perks into Modern Warfare 2. Now, the perk and the pro perk 3 tiered combination for me was the best system to have. Did this really need the changes that it has gone through? Is the way we pick our perks now much better than before? In my opinion, no it's not. Treyarch apparently revolutionised the creator class system with the pick 10 system, but all this did was make the game easier for everyone. In games like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1, you had a set pick 10 system, a primary of 1 attachment, a secondary of 1 attachment, 3 perks, 2 tacticals and 1 lethal. If you wanted 2 attachments on your gun, you had to use the bling or warlord perk. Whilst there were dominant perks for set tiers like your stopping power in Modern Warfare 2 and Ghost in Black Ops 1, you still would have 10 different soldiers with all different setups. For instance, in Black Ops 1, I have a hardline, sleight of hand and a hacker setup, a flat jacket, warlord and marathon setup, lightweight, steady aim and marathon class, and so on. Every class is different. But what they did in Black Ops 2 is let you remove items like tacticals and your secondary to load up on perks, which lets you stack up on dominant and cheap perks, and it just makes the game imbalanced. In Black Ops 2, the ultimate trial setup is the MSMC with quick draw and extended max, combined with lightweight, toughness, scavenger and dexterity with a C4 and a tactical of your choice. Now, think about the class I just mentioned. You're using the MSMC with 2 attachments, so that's a bling perk that you have got built in. You have the quick draw as an attachment, which is another perk from previous games, and then you have the 4 perks also. So based on the pick 10 system, we are technically running around with 6 perks, in which some even have the built-in pro perks like lightweight with the no fall damage and dexterity with mantle objects quicker, along with our lethals and tacticals. You don't need a secondary because you can just pick up the first gun you come across off the ground. It makes the game easier for everyone and decreases the general skill cap. Now, how is something like toughness worth the same amount of points as an attachment for a secondary weapon? It simply isn't. So of course the majority of players are going to use an extra perk instead of something like a secondary and an attachment. On to ghosts. Well, again you have bling built into your gun as you can just pick 2 attachments, but this time attachments are free. But this time we have a points value for the perks. Again, what are people going to do? Use a secondary weapon and a flash grenade instead of a perk like Dead Silence or Focus? I honestly barely run into anyone using any tacticals or lethals. The only thing I will run into is an IED, and that's because if the other players aren't using sitrep, it's pretty much a cheap, easy guaranteed kill. Scavenger doesn't replenish lethals or tacticals in Ghost, so unless you're using Specialist for Chem Strike, there's not much point using it. It's especially not worth using any lethals or tacticals. In Black Ops 2, Scavenger was worth it as it did replenish them. But what does having no lethals or tacticals or secondaries equipped do? It allows you to run around with more perks. You can have anything from 5 to 7 perks again, making the game easier. So now with all this apparent freedom, tell me how many of you guys don't double up on the perks on Black Ops 2? Who doesn't use toughness and scavenger, or lightweight with hardline or flat jacket? Or how about ghosts? Are you using pistols and a tactical instead of something like focus? What has happened is that the players are becoming more powerful in their setups with no direct consequences. I personally find Call of Duty Ghost the easiest game to play because I can just have the most powerful perks. My favourite games are Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, but I am nowhere near as good as those games as Ghost or Black Ops 2, and that's because I'm more restricted. We've been told about the variety of setups we can choose, but it's all the same. We see the same classes everywhere, and I'm guilty of that. In every Black Ops 2 class I have toughness with scavenger and C4. Ghost is worse. Every class has focus, dead silence, amplify, sitrep and stalker. Or if I'm using an SMG, I would change stalker to something like agility or sleight of hand. How many guys have you run into in Ghost who are running strong arm, recon, resilience, extra tactical, reload on the run, and let's say marathon? None. I will tell you now, you have not run into that class because you're at a severe disadvantage, especially with the amount of necessary perks that are required to do better in Call of Duty. Let's start with toughness, or focus. This is the necessary perk you need, especially in Black Ops 2 to win your gunfights. Now, 95 times out of 100 you will win a gunfight against someone who doesn't have it equipped, but sometimes, and I'm sure this has happened to you, you get the first shot off, the enemy reacts, and because they've finched all over the place, they shoot you and ping, they get a lucky headshot and you're just dead. View kick or finch needs to be taken out of the game. Full stop. There's no debate about that. A gunfight should not be determined because one player finches and can't aim, or finches so bad that he gets a headshot on you when you shot first. It simply shouldn't happen. It's the same with quick draw and stopping power. If these are not going to be burn cards, they should automatically be built into your character. This makes every gunfight fair, and the person with the greatest skill will win the gunfight. Is it too hard on the noobs? Maybe, but we were all noobs once. The more you play, the better you improve. I used to be a 0.5 KD beast in Modern Warfare 2. I didn't complain, I just got better at the game. And you know, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops are fan favourites and considered the best in the series. Now, when you hear people talking about fixing these games, what do they talk about? Fixing one-man army danger close and making Ghost as per Black Ops 2. You don't hear anyone complain about the actual perk system. No one says that Modern Warfare 2 needed to have the Ghost perk customization. You know, we as a community just want a fun, balanced game, and how many people wouldn't buy the game because the developers went back to basics with the creator class system? They could easily tweak the classic creators class with a slight twist, and now I'll explain how. Let's say we are playing Modern Warfare 3 and our 3 perks are Sleight of Hand, Hardline and Dead Silence. The pro perks to these are faster weapon swap, 2 assists for a kill and no full damage. Now, let's say we have done the challenges and we have unlocked them. Now here's a bit of a twist. We don't actually have to equip them. We could use the perks to unlock the pro variations, and you know, the pro part of the perk should just be what it is, just a slight boost, nothing significant. And that's excluding Sitrep Pro of course, which was completely overpowered for a pro effect of a perk. But back to what I was saying, so once you unlock the pro perks, you can equip them how you want in addition to your normal perks. You have your 3 classic perks and you have 3 pro perks. So let's say I use Blind Eye to unlock faster lock onto aircrafts, Scavenger for increased starting ammo, and let's say Hardline for every 2 assists count as a kill. Now, I could use those pro perks in addition to my 3 normal perks. So I could run Sleight of Hand, Assassin and Dead Silence, but my 3 pro perks would be that I start off with full ammo, I can lock onto aircrafts quicker with my Stinger, and every 2 assists I get count towards a kill. And because I've customised my pro perks, I naturally can't use the benefits of Sleight of Hand's faster weapon swap, Assassin's immunity to the counter UAV and Dead Silence's no full damage. But of course if I wanted to, I could equip them as part of their original perk. You don't have to change it up. And as I have stated before, perks which affect gun balance should be built into your character. Having customisable pro perks don't affect the game at all. It just means we will see more variety. Take a look at Ghosts. The whole perk loadout is just so big because they split the pro perks up from the original perks, but no one uses the pro part of the perks. How many people use perks such as Bandoider, which is Scavenger Pro, or Resilience, which was Dead Silence Pro? Quick Swap, which was part of Sleight of Hand? Barely anyone. So having the option just to have your own free pro perks once unlocked is not going to make any classes overpowered. It's just a slight alteration to the classic creator class system. We would have the classic setups as Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, but the only thing you do now is when you unlock the pro perk, it's up to you if you want to equip it. It's simple and I feel very balanced. This commentary has probably gone on forever and probably one of my longest ones in a while. But lastly, I just want to add that I think marathons should be built into all characters as well. One of Ghost's major problems was camping, and there is nothing worse than going across the map on Siege or Stormfront or Stonehaven only to get shot by someone hiding. And then you have to get back to the other side, and it just takes what seems like an age. Marathon promotes movement. It's in Titanfall, and I don't think I've ever been shot by someone just not moving and hiding. But if I did, I can get back to the spot quickly and get revenge. But finally, that is the end of the video. I hope I didn't bore or confuse you too much. Let me know what you think about my slight alteration to the classic creator class system. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.